For the month of August, 5 weekend afternoons is celebrating queens in film and TV and celebrating the unsung heroes of the creative space.
And today we are at Yellowbone Entertainment with creative director Layla Swart.
And action. So Layla, we are in your really cool office space. There's nice elements. It was all a dream. Let's get into what exactly executive producers do. What goes down in that office on a daily basis?
Yeah, so much. But I think also to clarify, the title executive producer comes from now being able to contribute and raise funding towards the projects that we do. But my day-to-day job is as a creative producer and also being an editor. So in this office, I do that. I cut films, raise funds, write proposals, have team meetings. Definitely I've cried a lot there. I've definitely screamed a lot there. I've had terrible phone calls. I've had great phone calls there. It has seen a lot.
For young creatives who are starting out, maybe freshly out of varsity, asking themselves, how can I start my own film and get money for it and be able to pay a team for it? How do you necessarily go about that?
It's very glamorous, or it seems very glamorous to be involved in the film and television industry. And it seems great to have the title of director or producer. But I think what we've also lost a lot is the notion that it's actually really a lot of work. Raising funding isn't necessarily hard. Where it is hard is to actually hone an idea that is worthy of funding. My advice is always work on a singular idea. If you want to be a writer, director, producer, a creator, or custodian of the IP, then the idea has to be solid. Because ultimately what we're lucky with in this business is that it is a business of good ideas.
Absolutely.
A good idea will always get a yes.
There's also a couple of safters in the office space here that I see. And you've also been internationally recognized, right? What kind of pressure does that kind of recognition bring?
I think it does bring a lot of pressure. I think that similarly to any tier of the entertainment industry, it's a very vulnerable space. It's a very cutthroat space. There are as many people who are backing you as there are who don't want you to succeed. Awards and accolades are great, but they're also kind of distracting. So now I think for me, the joy is in looking at the lives that we impact with the films and also the filmmakers that we can help going forward.
What are the kind of traits I would need to have, do you think, to be in that kind of industry?
But the formula is so simple. If you work hard at one thing, you will become the best at it.
Exactly.
Undoubtedly.
Exactly.
It's not rocket science. One step in front of the other every single day, it will grow. So finding ways to feed yourself, finding ways to nourish yourself, look after yourself, take care of your mental health is really, really crucial.
All right, cool. So Yellowbone Entertainment, how's it looking for the rest of 2023? You mentioned the next Netflix film.
We've also been given the slate, a female slate, which is 10 films for 3 years. We had about 200 applications from female creatives, and then we shortlisted, and now we've got our final filmmakers. So they're in development on those films. I think they're incredible women. I'm learning so much from them, and also just the ability now to be able to pass our skills on to actually help the careers of other people is phenomenal.
So if you are a female who's also trying to get into the creative producing space, well, now you know what it takes. We've heard from the very best of the best.
And that is it from us. See you next week.
See you next week.
This is 5